In the city, loving life and trying to survive, but there's not enough time, and there's not enough wine in the world. Basically adulting. Basically adulting.
Hey friends, it's Erin Waddell
and Luisa Diaz, and welcome back to
Basically Adulting. Can you believe we're on episode 5 already?
No, I can't. I can't even, I'm still processing that we even have
a freaking podcast.
Yeah, and that people are listening to us.
I know, and people are so excited. And the feedback that we're getting is so good.
Yeah.
And refreshing. I wasn't expecting it at all, honestly.
I'm very happy that other people find us funny.
I know. I'm that's such the best compliment.
Yeah.
I was like,
when I get a text and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm cracking up. I'm like, oh, great.
I got one. It was like, I am literally doing a puzzle and listening to the podcast, and I feel like I'm sitting here with my gals and just drinking wine and having a good time.
Yeah.
Talking it up, chatting it up. So thank you to all of our listeners, but shout out to Leighton Fields once again for singing our introduction song,
writing our introduction song,
and just being freaking awesome.
Yes.
So make sure to go follow him on Instagram. His Instagram tag will be in the description. So go follow him.
Yes, and whenever he's in town, guys, go see him live. He is amazing live.
Oh yeah, we went to go see him at the Rustic, and it was I can't even describe how beautiful his voice
sounds. Yeah. We also want to give a big thanks to everybody that came and supported us at our launch party.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, we had a launch party when we released our first and second episode. And we just want to thank everyone who showed up and supported us, and everyone who's been supporting us thus far, listening to our episodes and giving us feedback and suggestions.
Keeping up with us on Instagram. We really do look at everyone's feedback.
Yes.
So if you have any, whenever we post on our story, please do. Even if you don't think it's a good idea, we probably will think it's a really good idea.
Yeah. And you might be featured on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
But speaking of, at our launch party, we did a drawing for a giveaway of one of our Basically Adulting t-shirts. It's a shirt that says, the one where they made the podcast. And it's in the Friends logo font.
You can find it on our Instagram page.
Yes.
We've posted a pic.
But we did a giveaway for the best, well, not technically the best. We had a giveaway for suggestions of topics, and we picked at random.
Out of a bowl.
Yes, at the launch party for the topic of this podcast. And the winner of the t-shirt and the topic and who suggested this topic was my good friend Shyla. And the topic that she suggested was taking care of your soul, which is very deep, and we could cover a lot in this episode. So we will probably have to break it up into separate episodes. However, we kind of wanted to combine it with loving your mind, body and your soul, because they all kind of run together. And so that's really what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
This
episode.
Yeah.
Also, guys, we cannot forget
our
wine of the night, wine of the evening or morning or whatever it is to you guys. Although I really hope
We
you
are
guys are drinking in the morning.
We are drinking wine in the evening.
Yes.
But
so this is leftover wine, the last bottle.
the leftover wine from our launch party.
Yes. And it is, guys, it is white wine. And as you know, we don't like white wine.
Yeah, as we've said before, we are more of a red drinker, but I try to please everyone with the whites and the red at the party, and I think only one person drank a white wine. Yeah. And so now we're stuck with drinking white wine, which, you know what? I'm not
we're not against it. So
yeah,
today
it's not bad.
We Googled it because we're like, if red wine is good for your
heart,
your cardiac health, and your cholesterol management, what is white wine good for, right?
I knew
I Googled it.
There was a good reason.
I Googled it, guys. And yeah, we be drinking white wine now. It says white wine has been shown by researchers at the University of Barcelona to be higher in antioxidants and has been associated with weight loss and anti-aging effects. So
we will be incorporating this white wine into our diets on a regular basis.
Yes, definitely.
I was like, that's why all those skinny bitches drink white wine. I'm over here like, why wouldn't you drink red? Like,
right?
It gets you drunk faster, helps your heartbeat. Like, I'm just over here just trying to, live longer while they're trying over there to be skinny. And I'm like, if I knew that, I would probably be drinking white. So I'm going to start incorporating it.
Yes. So our wine of the night is by the Gallo family. And it's a Pinot Grigio. It says 1933, but I don't think that's right.
Dang, that's old.
Yeah. Or maybe that's when when they were founded. That's what it says. I'm sorry. It's pretty simple, really. I'm reading their label, by the way. It's pretty simple, really. We're an American family that's been making quality wines for American families since 1933. For 4 generations, Gallo Family Vineyards has been dedicated to giving you the best tasting wines at the best tasting price. We call it our best taste promise. It says, our Pinot Grigio brings together refreshing crispiness with bright flavors. Fresh green apple, white peach, and citrus. Serve chilled. Yeah, we got ice in ours.
Yeah, because it's been sitting out.
Yeah. So,
but it's pretty yummy.
It's pretty good.
So, what's new with you? I mean, this will be released 2 weeks, on the 24th.
Yeah.
But, so...
I mean, guys, it's been a while since we've updated.
We've chatted.
Nothing really, guys. Nothing.
You have to have some life update.
A life update? Okay. I'm sorry, I just well, I've been officially ghosted by a guy. Breaking news.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
And that's it. That's about it.
How do you know you've been ghosted by him?
Because, one, we were supposed to have a date this past Saturday. Never responded.
So he, planned the date.
Well, he was like, I really want to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, Saturday, does that work for you? Because it happens to be, the first Saturday I'm, free.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, that works for me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. Let's meet at HG Supply in Greenville. And he's like, still need a Dallas area. And I was like, it's a really cool, restaurant. They have a rooftop bar, really good drinks.
I know. I wish you would have had the date so I could have gone and spied on you.
And
can we actually do that?
We need to do that one night.
And, I can just...
Why aren't you touching your food? We're a wig and stuff.
I'll just wear a hoodie over my head. Okay, go on with your story.
Anyways, so we were supposed to go to HG Supply, have a couple of drinks, eat maybe, and see where things kind of went from there.
Right.
So come Saturday, I texted him and was like, "Hey, good morning. Is this time still good for you or whatever?" Never heard anything.
And you still have not heard anything from him?
No, nothing. Nada. Zip. Zero. Zilch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's like, don't... Why do you guys do that? And I'm pretty sure there are some of us girls that do that.
Yeah. But I would never plan a date and say, hey, exactly. Let's meet up on Saturday.
Or, like, if you can't, just be like, hey, like, this has come up, like, blah, blah, blah. Don't fucking...
Or just at least say, hey,
Don't leave me hanging. But it's okay. I binge-watched Stranger Things and sobbed my eyes out, so...
Yeah, I was, like, looking at the time, I was like, don't you have a fucking date right now? And you're like, he never texted me. And I was like, all right, let's continue to watch Stranger Things.
As we're watching, like, the finale, and I'm like, I was not prepared for this.
Dude, that's a fucking good show.
Yeah, if you guys are going to watch season 3, it's a roller coaster of a ride. The last episode, I do recommend grab the tissues. Because you don't see it coming.
No.
You've been warned. Anyways, what's been up with you? What's been going on your end?
Well, I have officially quit my job, and I'm working now as a full-time realtor.
Woo!
And yeah, so I've only been off or like done with my job for like a week, so I've just kind of been getting organized and like preparing and doing all that good stuff. And then tomorrow I'm going off to Ireland, so I haven't really had a whole lot of time to like do much, but I am going to Ireland with my good friend Tammy, and we are going to visit our friend Heather who lives in Ireland. So it's going to be a good time. We get back next week. Aunt Louisa's going to watch the kitty cats.
I am. I'm going to stay with the girls.
Y'all going to party it up?
Do you see the way Fiona's just like, is she asleep? Or Daisy, I mean.
No, I think she's watching Fiona. She's like, I can see you behind that pile of clothes.
Sorry, minor distraction. Anything else?
Yeah, actually, I have been meaning to tell you this.
Okay.
So I went on this date.
Oh, with who?
Kruger.
Oh, really?
You know Kruger?
Yeah, I do. I know him very well.
I mean, not really well, because
it's
not been like that long. But we've definitely like hung out a couple times, like you've seen him, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, he came to the pool with us that day.
Yeah, I remember he fed us that day.
Yeah, he bought us pizza.
Yeah, good pizza.
You don't do that for someone you don't like, do you?
No.
I think he liked me at this time.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm bitter about this date that happened. So let me just save the bitterness for the actual story. So we went to the pool.
Sorry.
We went to the pool. That was great. He was like, what are you doing tomorrow? And like, let's go to dinner. And I was like, okay. And so we went to dinner. He was like very gentleman-like. What is it called? Chivalrous or whatever. Opened my door, paid for my meal. You know, we went for ice cream afterwards. Aww. So it was like a good date. And like we sat and ate our ice cream outside, and like he put my feet up like on his lap and like was like holding my leg like right here. Yeah, I mean, it was cute. And so we went back to his place and like had a couple more drinks, and you know, one thing led to another. And you know, when you go and like are gonna do the deed with someone, like the goal is to be satisfied at the end.
Yeah, always.
And I satisfied him, and I was not satisfied.
What do you mean?
In the slightest.
What? Not at all? Like nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Like not even like a little bit like...
No.
Nothing. Zero.
Zero.
Nothing.
Yeah, and I satisfied him twice.
Are you serious right now?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my God. Yeah. I need to teach you my ways. I'm sorry, Mom.
I know. But okay, so let me just like lay out why this happened.
Okay, I'm listening.
So in my previous relationship, the sex and like doing the laundry and all that good stuff was just very like vanilla. It was like nothing like super exciting. And so like, and that would happen rarely. Like, I would be satisfied rarely, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I didn't really like doing laundry with him because I didn't feel comfortable, like, in my own skin. Mm-hmm. And, like, we would really just do it because he wanted to do it. And, like, there were times, I mean, obviously, like, in the moment, like, it would be, but, like, initially, like, I would never initiate anything because it's like,
5 times out of 10 or whatever that thing is, like, you were not.
Right. Like, I would never initiate it because I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need it.
Right.
Like, yeah.
I got my toy. It's all good.
So, going into this date and, like, you know, being new to this dating scene, I'm like, I'm going to just, like, try something new that I've, you know. And after talking to my friends, they don't hate it. They don't necessarily, like it, but they're like, I like it because they like it.
You never spoke to me.
I did too.
Okay. You know I don't like it. I don't.
But you also do it because.
But this is my rule.
Okay.
I'm what people call like a pillow princess. I think that's what they're called. Like, I sit back and they have to pretty much warm me up to, once I'm at least satisfied, like once or twice, then I am more likely to do something, to reciprocate.
True.
Because it's like, honestly, like, I am not going to satisfy them in the way they're wanting.
Yes.
Because it's like, you have to be into it. Like, that's why, like, I
mean, I was into it.
And I have friends. I do, like, my best friend. God, I'm so sorry. My best friend loves to satisfy. Like, she likes it.
There are people that do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There are some people that do and have no problem with it. Me, I don't personally like it. That's why I like.
So what I'm saying is that previously, like, I've never, like, been a fan of doing it. So I was like, I'm just gonna try something new, whatever. We'll see how it works out. Didn't work out for me. Don't suggest doing that, ladies.
Yeah, like, don't. I guess my suggestion would be, if you're like, I'm not a fan of it, and I like pick and choose who I do that to. Do.
Okay, Chandler.
But
who I do.
Who I do that to, it's really like your own personal choice, gals.
Well, yeah, of course.
Men,
I mean,
whatever.
I didn't feel like pressured or anything like that, but at the same time, it was like.
No, I get it. You were like, I want to try something new. Like, I want to do this.
And then, like, obviously, like, I'm expecting him to just, you know, reciprocate. That was not really the case.
Yeah.
And then, so, anyways, just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. And so then, end of date, blah, blah, blah. That was, like, 2 fucking weeks ago. Haven't heard from Kruger since.
What a dick.
And we went to Red.
Yeah.
And he was there.
We've been to Red, like,
not since that happened though. Oh, maybe we did.
We've been
twice.
Oh. Yeah, twice.
Dick. I'm just gonna go up to him, punch him in the throat, and yell, "You know why?"
Or we could just, like, buy waters and, like, throw it at him. Cold water.
Okay.
For his blues.
I was thinking more of his face, but yeah, we could just pour it down his pants.
Like, yeah, we could be like, "Oh no, he peed himself."
You, man, you need to get out of here.
Oh no.
So, anyways, that's
not a true fuckboy, ladies.
No.
So
what's weird is because he was super nice, gentleman-like, blah, blah, blah. And so then he doesn't text me. I'm like, I did what you wanted me to do. Like, I should be the one not calling you back. Mm-hmm. Not that I want him to call me back, but it's just like you know.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like, I mean, I don't know. But it's like, you know, like men have like ego.
Yeah.
And he's probably like, I didn't satisfy her, so I'm not going to call her, so I don't
embarrass myself.
Exactly.
True. That's what I'm going to tell myself.
You cannot be a fuckboy and go to Red every weekend and who knows what you do after. But the art of fuckboys, from my experience, is, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I'm always satisfied because I make them work for it.
They need to.
That's my rule, ladies. You gotta make them work for it. Don't do anything. Don't try to please them, because it's what, like Chris D'Elia says, like, it's 4.5 minutes of fun for them, and it's like,
yeah, it takes you a little longer to, you know,
like they think, guys, it's like Friends. Come on, like that episode where Monica teaches Chandler the art of satisfying a woman. You can't just like go for one spot.
No.
You have to go for like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7, 7, 7. That was perfect. So, yeah, that's kind of been what's up with me. And then, you know, just
life.
Fucking Hinge boys and Bumble boys, yeah, you know, just not making moves and stuff. Yeah. And it's like, you know, I'm
guys,
tired of
if
this
you guys,
shit.
if any of you guys are listening and you wanna
make the fucking move,
yes, shoot your shot. Don't be afraid. DM me on Instagram. What's the worst that can happen? I decline your message. Or you have nothing. Yeah. You literally have nothing to lose.
Yeah, you already don't go on dates with me.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose by like ask. Like it's like okay, they'll be like no, or like they don't respond.
Yeah.
Okay, move on to the next one.
It's like if you want a fucking raise at work, like you're not gonna get a raise unless you fucking ask for a raise. They're not just gonna give you more money just because you want it. Like, you have to ask for what you want, and if you're not going to ask for it, you know what? We're not going to come and chase you, because you know what? The egg doesn't chase the sperm. The sperm chases the egg.
That's right. I like that.
I saw it on a meme the other day. Oh, my God. Okay, so I have to tell you this one quick thing. So today, I was, like, laying on the couch, and for a good 30 minutes, I found this account. And you're just going to, like, love it. But it's this guy, and his name is Nathan. And his handle is @Nathan the Cat Lady.
Oh, my God.
And oh, my God, I fucking died. Like, I literally sat there and watched his fucking videos for a good 30 minutes. And I'm like, this guy is my fucking soulmate. Like, too bad he lives in fucking Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
Because I would DM him and be like, hey,
you can still DM him. Shoot your shot.
Okay, well, maybe I will, but the fact that the chance that he's gonna move to Dallas is like very slim. But maybe
just take a picture with Daisy. Be like I have the Daisy to your pickles or something.
Yes. And he is the princess to my Fiona. Oh, except they're both girls, but you know, whatever. They could be best friends. Yeah. They'll be besties. Oh, okay. I'll DM him for sure. But I just have to tell you that he has really funny videos. We'll post his information in the description as well, so you guys can follow him. He's super duper funny. If you like cats, you'll think he's funny. If you don't, then you probably won't. But
if you have a cat friend, you'll think he's funny.
Yeah. Like I have a friend. She has 5 cats. Erin Cleveland. Mm-hmm. He has 4, so she will relate very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil, hi Daisy. You gonna say hi? No? Okay.
You were wanting to talk the other night. Oh no, that was Fiona.
Yeah. Okay, so I think going off of that date.
Really?
Daisy, I'm trying to record here. But going off of that date, like when you are like doing what you think, I guess, the other person wants or whatever, and then they don't call you back, it's like that really like
that hits you
pride. And and like your self-esteem and your confidence, and you're like, what the fuck did I do wrong? I'm over here trying to
be a cool, nice person.
Yeah. And then you're just like not gonna respond, like, okay, whatever. So I guess saying that is like, dude, go away. I guess saying that just is like doesn't help with like body
positivity.
Yeah, that. And I don't know, it's just
it just like it really like it you try not to like let it hurt your like your soul, like your like, but it does. Like, and that guy ghosting me, like, it hurts a little.
Yeah, because it's like, why?
I've talked to you, like, we've had conversations, and I've had, like, I had a crazy month, and I finally give you the time to hang out, and you choose not to, like...
Yeah, or you choose not even to just, like, not
like,
to hang out, but, like, literally just, like, stop responding, which is the dickest move there is.
And... like, that really, like, it really does hurt us.
When, honestly, like, it shouldn't. Because, you know what? We're independent women.
Yes.
And, like, we shouldn't let these fuckers even intimidate our...
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't let them, like, I feel like we just get really attached.
I know, but
like,
for
really
what?
fast. I don't know. Like, we'll see a dog on the street, and we'll be like, oh, my God.
Well, I would rather, like... have a fucking dog than a man.
Yeah, but I mean, we have other needs.
Well, I know.
I do.
I know, but you could just find someone on the street
to
do that.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like, no matter like what we tell ourselves about, like, oh, like it's just nothing. Like, we're just having fun. We still get fucking attached.
I know.
And like we shouldn't.
Yeah.
It just, like, it sucks.
Well, and then it just, like, makes your mind start to wonder, like, well, why isn't he talking to me? Is it my looks? Am I talking too much? Am I, you know, overthinking things? Am I, you know, and, I mean, it's just, you kind of are overthinking things because men don't think like we do, obviously. But you really just start to, like, doubt.
Like second guess yourself.
Yes, and like whether it's the way that you look or the way that you feel, and I don't know. That's why I think working out, I guess we haven't really been doing that great of a job about working out, but
no, we haven't. We've been really bad.
Like really bad.
Really bad.
Since we've moved in, I don't think we've worked out once, but.
No.
So, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, having a boy is great. All that good stuff, whatever. But, like, at the end of the day, like, yourself is, like,
you're the only thing that matters, yeah. Like, you, like, who you are to yourself is the only thing that matters.
Yeah. So, if you are having doubts or anything, like, I don't know, get your endorphins up. Go for a walk. Go work out. Like, I need to fucking work out.
Like, whatever it is you do.
Whatever clears your mind. Make sure to, like, continue to do that, obviously.
Yeah.
Just because it makes you feel good about yourself, and
it just, like, boosts your confidence, like, a lot. Because it's, like, the first week, you're like, oh, I'm hating it. And then by the second week, you're like, okay. Yeah. And the third week, you start, like, seeing your body, like, kind of start to change. And you're like, I'm gonna keep doing this because I feel good. And I like the way I'm feeling lately. Like, you have more energy. Your confidence is up. And you, like, walk with your head up higher.
Yeah.
And I really just think that's all that matters. Like, you have to love yourself and work on yourself before you can really give yourself 100% to somebody else, whether that's a significant other or in a friendship or with just anybody, really.
Yeah. And just tumbling off of that, like, when...
Sorry.
Do you not like it?
I took a really big chug.
Oh. But just tumbling off of that, I think, like, when guys don't respond to you or whatever, you obviously, like, don't feel the greatest about yourself. But then also, like, social media isn't fucking helping either. Like, all of these Instagram models and basically just telling, like, society, really, telling us how...
Well, the thing is, they don't tell us. Like, it's half... I feel like half the time it's, like, they're getting paid by, like, sponsors or, like, whatever.
And, like,
and they're like,
oh, and
I take this tea, and this is why I look so good. It's like, bitch, that's not it. Yeah. We all know you can afford a 24/7 trainer. Yeah. It's not that tea.
Yeah. So, it's just, I don't know. There's, like, a perception of social media in society and, like, the way that we should all look. Mm-hmm. And I feel like society and social media is, like, a very small percentage, but it has a very huge impact on a lot of people and the way that they feel about themselves. And I actually follow this girl on Instagram. Her name's Karina, and she is an Australian bikini. She has a bikini company line, yeah. And she's beautiful, but she has flaws, and she's not scared to share her flaws on her social media. And that's why I love following her, because whenever you look at her social media, you're like, oh, like, I'm not the only one who has this issue or whatever. And that's really, like, what I and you and I are really trying to do at this podcast, is really, like, voice our issues and voice, like, our experiences and basically how we've handled them and what we probably could have done differently to help someone in the future, whoever's listening.
Like, really promote, like, body positivity.
Yes.
Like, I feel like lately with social media, like, we're also breaking ground with a lot of these influencers being like, hey, I used to post this stuff, you know, thinking that I was, you know, I looked good and stuff, but I was not healthy.
Right.
And, like, I follow a girl from England, and her name's Jessie King.
Mm-hmm.
And she started this hashtag called Dear Body Thank You, because she used to be, like, really thin. Like, she was a, what are they called? Like, bodybuilder?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like a fitness model or something?
Yeah, like a fitness model. And she was, like, really thin. And she looked a little, like, malnourished almost. Mm-hmm. And, like, now she looks healthy. Like, she's embraced her curves. And what I really love about her is she always takes pictures in a bikini, like, when she's relaxed, so you see her rolls, and it's like, I am not by myself. Yeah. Like, I am not the only one that has some love rolls on my stomach. Like,
yeah, everyone fucking does.
Yeah.
You just have to embrace those
rolls. We all
rolls.
have cellulite, like, fuck yeah.
You just gotta embrace your body.
Yeah.
Love your body. And, I mean, it's one thing to, like, love your body and, like, love the skin that you're in, and it's the second thing to love everyone else around you, because if you're loving yourself but then you're judging the way that other people look, like, you're not truly loving yourself. Like, there's an issue within yourself that you need to be aware of and, like, fix.
Yeah.
Because you can't go around preaching that you love yourself and when you're hating on others. There's just no connect to the two.
Like, I really wish I had, like, somebody like us back in high school, because I look back on my high school pictures and I'm like, oh, Luisa, you were healthy.
Same.
You were healthy. Like,
and you were fucking skinny. Like, you're not fat. You don't have any arm fat. You're fucking skinny. And like, I just got this meme the other day, and it was like, high school fat is the skinny that I want to be now.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's, okay, like, I love that they talk to us about, like, we're turning into women, like, our monthly cycle and blah, blah, blah. But they also need to talk to us about how, like, we're growing into our woman body in high school. Yes. And I really struggled with embracing my curves. Like, as a Latina, And I come from a family that have, like, women have, like, big butts and, like, big boobs. Like, that's just the thing. And I didn't. Like, I wanted to be flat-chested and, like, not curvy. Like, I couldn't accept it.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard when, like, everyone that you're hanging out with is like that, and you're totally different.
Yeah.
Like, everyone that I hung out with, like, I was, looking back on pictures, like, I was skinny, but everyone that I was hanging out with was skinnier than me. Mm-hmm. And so I felt like I was the fat one when I wasn't.
Yeah, same.
Like, I was still, like, I was a good weight, good, like, healthy, like, exercised every day, blah, blah, blah. And I still felt like I wasn't good enough.
Yeah. I literally remember weighing myself one time, and I'm like, oh, I'm 120 pounds. Literally. And I was like, God, I'm fat.
Same.
Yeah, and it's like, if any of you girls out there are listening to us and you are in high school, or you happen to have siblings, little sisters that are in high school, embrace it. Embrace the change.
Yeah.
Because really, it's uphill. It's not downhill.
No, it only gets fucking worse.
I'm trying to be motivational here.
I mean, it only gets better.
Like, it's only uphill from here. You're like, no, it's worse.
Well, uphill means that it's harder.
Yeah, because you're climbing your way to the top. Like, there's going to be struggles with you. Like, I am 23, and I was like 16 when I was like, I'm so fat.
I was thinking, like, uphill, like I'm having to, like, push a rock up the hill or something.
No, I'm talking about climbing up a mountain.
Okay.
Not pushing a rock up a mountain.
I'm so confused about what's happening right now.
But also, guys, like,
it's uphill from here, guys.
Yes. I also had, like, a bad experience. Not a bad experience, but, like,
an experience.
I had an experience. And it was, like, summer of maybe, like, my sophomore year going into my junior year. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was, like, wearing shorts. Like, at this time in my life, like, I didn't really know what cellulite was. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I played basketball. Like, I was in the select team and all this stuff. And I remember a cousin of mine, a family member of mine, commented on my cellulite, like, in a joking manner, kind of, like, in, like, a mean way.
Yeah.
And it was, like, the first time I felt very self-conscious about my body, because he laughed about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, my God, look at all that. And, and I felt very low, and I don't listen to those people, guys.
Don't listen to men.
Or
mean girls.
Or mean girls.
Or anyone that brings you down. Yeah. Because they're not worth it. They're not worth your time. Or your energy, because you are beautiful and you deserve the best. And just screw everyone else, because their opinion shouldn't matter.
Yeah. I heard it's a saying or something that people that criticize everybody, actually are they're criticizing themselves in someone else.
Oh yeah.
So
I've heard that.
Keep that in mind.
Keep it in mind.
It's not you, it's them.
Nobody's perfect.
Oh, like that Hannah Montana song. Yeah. Hopefully we're not too old for some of you kiddos.
If you haven't ever heard the Hannah Montana Nobody's Perfect song, just go YouTube it real quick. Yeah. Take a quick listen.
Spotify it.
The lyrics are spot on. You're welcome.
Yeah. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Sorry, I can't.
I thought you were gonna, like,
I know I couldn't think of those lyrics. Oh, and what's this, like, thing about having a thigh gap?
Yeah, I don't got one. That was, like, a thing on Pinterest.
Yeah, it was like a phase.
Workouts for you to get a thigh gap. It's like,
bitch, I don't want a thigh gap. My phone slips out of my hand when I'm going to the bathroom, and I don't want it to fall in the toilet.
Yeah, but I remember, like, a lot of girls were like, oh, I'm gonna do this workout, and it's like some people's bodies are made to, like, when they work out and they start losing weight, yeah, they'll probably get a thigh gap. But us curvier girls,
I lose it in my boobs, and I already don't have boobs, and so when I work out and, like, start losing weight, like, all my boobs are just, like, disappear.
I wish I lost it in my boobs and my ass.
Well,
I wish I could Venmo you my boobs.
I wish you could, too, like, forever.
And my ass.
No, I like mine. I like mine the way it is.
Whoever wants me to Venmo them my ass, just let me know.
I have a nice little booty. But everywhere else, like, the way that I, like, gain weight, it's not, like, in a specific area. It's, like, all over. And so, like, I don't really ever notice that I'm gaining weight until I'm, like, look in the mirror after, like, I get out of the shower. I'm like, oh, what is that blob of a wet person looking back at me? And I'm like, oh. And it's like, okay, but when I do start working out, it does, like, kind of gradually, like, all together. So it's like I feel like I don't really see my progress as quickly as other people because it's all over.
Yeah.
But it's not as noticeable to people. Like, if I were to tell someone how much I weigh, they'd be like, no, you don't. I'm like, well, you know, I do. So, but yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
Thigh gaps are not a thing.
No, they're not, guys. And some of you naturally have them, and good for you.
Yeah.
Like, you have nothing to change about yourself, but girls that we don't have them, like, guys, I have, like, big thighs. Like, I'm just never gonna have a thigh gap, and I'm perfect. I am perfectly fine with that, you know?
Like fucking Lizzo.
Yeah.
Embrace your
curves.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like we should play a Lizzo song right there.
Do you want the Juice song?
Oh, yeah. You should tell that story about...
oh, yeah, guys. So, one of my... Quick intermission. One of my coworkers, I think, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. She was walking out, and I had some people, like, by my desk. And she's like, singing along to Lizzo's Juice song. It's literally just called Juice. And she's like, have y'all heard this song? And she starts singing it, and I'm like, oh my god, that's Lizzo, like, I love her. And I high-fived her, and I was like, way to go. And I hadn't, like, I've heard the song, I've heard her playlist and stuff, but I never really paid attention to the words. And so I played it for one of my coworkers who was like, no, I've never heard it. And I was like, no, like, you have to listen to it. It's a good song. And the lyrics are literally, it ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose. Gotta blame it on my juice, baby. Like, she's talking about, you know, being a little loose because she's drinking too much.
Snooty.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
It does. It's okay.
And then this woman at your work is
she's
singing
very,
it out loud.
And she's, like, very religious. Like, she's very, like... I was just very surprised. I was like, what? You listen to Lizzo? I'm like... And I remember I was, like, commenting. I was like, oh, my God, have you heard Truth Hurts? And I was like, you know, it goes... I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. And she just kind of looked at me, and I was like, okay, I guess you have it.
Good talk.
Okay. Good night.
Are we going to go to Lizzo's concert when she comes to Dallas?
We should. We need to. How can we not?
We should.
We need to.
$100.
Okay. The 5th time she's used that word. Erin literally, like, one night we were out. I don't know. I don't even know how. She's like, yeah, $100. And I'm like, what? Who even says that? You don't even say that. She's like, yeah, I do. A week later, we're out at, like, IHOP, and she's like...
No, same night.
It
was the same night.
We're, like, at IHOP with these guys, and I don't even know what we're talking about. And Erin goes, blah, 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 $100. And I'm like... And she's like, there, I used it again. I'm like... You don't... That's the second time you've said that word. So this is like the 4th time she's used it.
Well, you know, I've just started to embrace more vocabulary.
One hundo? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that was in the...
I bet if we looked it up...
The dictionary.
It means 100%. Or a $100 bill. You know, whatever.
One hundo. Oh my God.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah. One hundo. Oh my God, it's in the urban... Okay, it's in the urban dictionary. I told you. But the urban dictionary isn't the real dictionary.
But what does it mean?
100% correct. You are dead certain and positive that it is a fact.
See? One hundo.
It's not in the dictionary.
Webster?
Then. No. It's okay. No. So.
Whatevs. I'm just trying to be hip. Like, my sister. Oh, we dropped my sister off at SFA.
Aww.
Yeah. How am I going to learn cool stuff now?
You can still text her and FaceTime her.
I know, but it's not the same. Because she says weird stuff all the time.
Like what?
I don't know. She says this one thing, and it drives me up the wall. But, like, when they're about to go do something, or, like, you know how when we were growing up, it's like fixing to go do something.
Right.
And it's like, you're not fixing something.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, what do they say?
They say fidna.
What?
Fidna. Like
what is
it's
that?
like a play of, like, off of fix and to.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I know. And she says it all the time. I'm like, oh, you're about to what? I correct her. I'm like, that's not how we talk.
This is why I watch, like, a lot of YouTubers, because it's the only way for me to keep up. Like, you know, deadass? You know what deadass means?
No.
Like, that means, like, if you were to tell me something, I'd be like, no, I don't believe you, deadass. And if you'd say deadass, that means, like, you're 100% certain and there's no going back.
It's kind of like Bible.
Yeah, okay, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Bible. Two different extremes.
It's kind of like one hundo, and you're like...
No, not at all. 100, one hundo.
I just got an idea.
What?
For one of our podcasts, we should do, like, what the kids say now and what they mean, and, like, see how many we know.
Yeah, we should go to, like, where do the kids hang out? Oh, the mall.
Yeah.
That's where they hang out.
Or they hang out at the shops in Highland Village. That's where I hung out when
I
was 16.
I did too. I remember, like...
I had my 16th birthday party at the movie theaters right there.
Oh, really? My 16th? I don't want to say it. I sound spoiled.
We watched the bunny, the House Bunny movie.
The House Bunny?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay, no, what did you do?
Okay,
did you have a Sweet 16? Were you on MTV?
Oh, God, no. My parents wanted me to have a quinceañera, and I was like, no way in hell am I going to get in a poofy dress like that. And so I was like, I want to have a Sweet 16. So my parents rented out a suite at the Hilton in South Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And I invited, like, my closest friends. And we, like, walked around, like, the shops at South Lake.
Mm-hmm. And
then we went to the movie theater there. And we went to see that, like, Little Red Riding Hood movie with Amanda Seyfried. And I don't remember what it was called. But we had lots of fun. Like, my mom fell asleep in the room, and so we went to explore the hotel, and there's a wedding happening downstairs, and, yeah.
You wedding crashed it?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
I wish now, though.
Anyways, off topic.
Sidetracked.
Off topic. However, back to the thigh gap. I just think that having an outlet of, like, support and people you can turn to, like, when things, like, aren't going good in your life, mm-hmm. or, like, something goes wrong, or, you know, whatever, maybe, or, you know, to talk about the good stuff.
Yeah.
I just think that it's healthy for your brain and your mind, and your body to all connect, for you to have this healthy temple of basically a skeleton of support, and, like, whether that's, like, talking to your best friend or your roommate, mm-hmm. which is what I do, and I use this podcast obviously to, like, get shit out on the mm-hmm. table, but whether it's your best friend or your mom or even like a therapist. I feel like therapy has like a really bad rep.
Yeah, it does. Like in like my family, you mentioned therapy, and it's like, oh, what?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Are you crazy? It's like,
no,
I'm not.
My brain is actually very healthy because I've gotten all the bad shit all the bad shit out.
Yeah.
You know? But
it does get a really bad rep because I feel like therapy people usually think it's like, oh, you're crazy or like something. And it's like, therapists are there to help you figure out your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like what when you go vent out to your best friend, but they're able to like talk you through it. It's like, okay, why do you feel this way? Or like whatever.
And they help you they help you get through how to react.
Mm-hmm.
And how to analyze a situation, to basically looking at your actions before you actually act them out. And be like, well, what are my consequences going to be if I react this way versus what I react this way? And it just kind of breaks it down in a logical way of thinking. And it's very beneficial, honestly.
Yeah. And guys, like, we're in 2019. Like, you don't have to set up an appointment with a therapist nowadays. Like, there are various apps that have...
Like, you could just call in and say...
Or you can text them.
Yeah.
Like, if you need, like, you're in the middle of work and you're going to have, like, an anxiety attack or whatever it is your issue is, you can, like, run to the bathroom and, like, text them and they'll there.
Help you breathe,
yeah, they'll
or
help
whatever.
Yeah, like, help you react to the situation.
Yeah.
Which I know, like, it would help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And I also think therapy is a really good thing because, when you are talking to your girlfriend or whatever, you're like, okay, well, I know that there's no judgment and it's going to be fine. However, like, you're invested in me. Like, you are going to basically agree with whatever I say.
Right.
Generally. Let's just say. And let's just say I broke up with a boyfriend or whatever. You're going to be like, yeah, fuck him, whatever. However... the therapist doesn't have any ties to anyone, is non-biased on any level whatsoever, and him or her are going to give you the best advice that they possibly can, like, well, what are the reasons why you broke up? Like, is there something that you could have done? Like, and basically make you think about things that you could have done differently to help you grow as a person.
Yeah.
And I think as, like, talking to your friends is great, and it's a great, like, just way to get it out and, like, out of your system so it doesn't, like, fester in you. But talking to someone that doesn't have any connection to the situation at all is very beneficial. Yes. Because they're trying to help you, obviously, but they're also trying to help you grow and be a better person and be the best version of yourself that you possibly can and learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. And
so... I mean, I'm big on the therapy thing. Like, I
am too.
I think that it's definitely, like, a thing that everyone should look into. Yeah. But it's not for everyone, and you actually have to. You might have to go and look at multiple therapists.
Yeah, you might have to go.
The first one you go to might not be the right one.
Yeah, it's like your guy now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like finding a husband. It's like finding the right therapist.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might take a couple tries.
Yeah.
A couple frogs.
But once you, like, find the right one and y'all click, like, they will just...
You won't turn back, and it's very beneficial for you and for the people around you and people that love you and support you.
And they can be very, like, beneficial, like, when you're going through, like, life-changing events. Whether it is whatever it is going on in your life, they can really, like, help you.
Just be like a leg to stand on.
Yeah, and just what I like about therapy is, like, everything's, like, talking it out and, like, hearing everything you're saying out loud and like processing what is happening, because I feel like half the time we don't, like, we feel first, process later.
Yeah.
Or
we just keep it in and don't ever hear ourselves, like, say it out loud. So when we do say it out loud, we're like, oh, yeah, we're kind of a little bit fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I've kind of overreacted a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So,
like, they're not there to judge us. Like, they're there to, like you said, like, help you. And I think half of the time, a lot of people think they're like, oh no, like, they're gonna judge me. Like, it's like, no, like, they went to school. Like, I think half of them have to have PhDs. A lot of them do end up getting PhDs as therapists, but they have a lot of knowledge in the human brain. Like, they're almost like scientists, because our brains are like chemicals, and we're all chemically like balanced just differently, so we all process things differently.
Exactly.
My God, I just had a geek moment.
They're like scientists. But okay, so going off of that, in a relationship, have you ever read the book The 5 Love Languages?
No, I need to read it though.
You need to.
I need to read it.
Okay, yeah, I have it. You need to read it. But basically, it's this guy who has broken down love in like the way that people feel love into 5 different languages, and it's like the 5 love languages are acts of service, physical touch. Oh my gosh, I just went blank. Okay, so the 5 love languages are actually words of affirmation, meaning compliments, basically. Acts of service, taking out the trash, doing the dishes, whatever, without having to be asked. Receiving gifts. Everyone loves a gift every now and then, but some people like get more than others or whatever. Quality time, spending time with your significant others, and then physical touch.
Okay.
So,
it doesn't have to read it, because I don't even know what mine is.
Yeah, well, reading it, and you will figure out what it is.
I think wait, hold on. Now I think about it. Mine might be gift giving. I love
gift giving,
like giving gifts.
No, that's not.
Oh,
no, you're thinking it backwards.
I'm sorry.
Like how you receive love.
Oh, how I receive love?
Not how you give love.
Oh.
So that might be a thing, like if your partner's...
Oh, I don't even know. I need to read
I know, you need to read.
Damn.
But if you show your love by giving people gifts, but your partner, whoever like your relationship is, there is like words of affirmation, but you literally like never give them a compliment, but you always buy them gifts. They're like, okay, well, thanks for the gift, but like I would really rather you tell me how handsome I am.
Right.
So it's just like understanding the person that you're with, like love language, and showing them love that way, and for them to understand how you might feel like that probably is your love language then. Like because normally you give love
the way you receive it?
The way that you want to receive it.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't always work. Like, it doesn't always match that way, because they might not receive your love the way that you're giving it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting book. You should definitely read it. It's written by Gary Chapman. It's called The 5 Love Languages. So go check it out. It's a very interesting read.
I'll put it in my bag tonight.
Yeah, you definitely should.
To read tomorrow.
You definitely should. But anyways, I apply that honestly to like not just my love life. I apply it to like all my relationships, because you love everyone that you come into contact with. Or not everyone you come into contact with, but like I love you. I love all my friends and my family, but I'm not like in love with them. But I also like, that's how you have good relationships, is that you show love the way that they need to feel loved. Like you need to fill up their love cup is basically what you need to do. So it's definitely a good read. Do it.
Yeah.
Well, now, since we've talked about loving ourselves, dating experiences, loving our bodies,
our minds,
our body, our soul.
Now it's time for us to pick our suggestive topic for our next episode.
Yay! So these are the topics that everyone suggested to win the t-shirt, but Shyla won. So these are all the other topics that are in the bowl for next week's episode.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll shake and then you pick, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, what is it?
It is Fernanda's.
What did she pick?
She wrote, "What advice do you give to roommates when it comes to saving ... monies ... I almost like read the comma to roommate, comma.
I feel like that's something that we could encounter into something else. Should we pick one more that we can include in the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, this is so exciting.
This is from Shyla.
Again.
This is dating.
Okay, well, we'll just give you an update on what's happened since. Should we do another one?
Probably.
Okay. I feel like every episode we're going to probably give you an update on our dating life just to like...
Yeah, we should pick 3.
Yeah, we'll just pick... Yeah, we're going to pick another one. But I think going forward, we'll just give you an update at the beginning of every episode of what's been new, if we've gone on dates, if we haven't gone on dates, if we've gone on dates, how they've gone.
If we've been ghosted.
If we've been ghosted, whatever. How big dick or how...
Oh my God.
I meant to say how many dicks we encounter. Like, okay.
How many big...
I'm just going to shake the bowl.
Okay.
That came out wrong.
Oh, this is Evie's.
Oh, she had a good one.
How to be yourself and speak your mind without hurting others, and how to open up to parents.
Interesting.
How to open with, yeah.
What does it say? How to open?
I think she meant to say how to open up with parents.
Oh. How to open parents. Okay. Those are really 3 good ones. Yeah. I think we have a lot to work with. So, cool.
Yeah, guys. So, next week's episode is going to be popping.
Well, yeah. I was like, well, not next week, but yeah, next week.
Yeah, next week.
And I'll have a bunch of cool stuff to talk to you about, like Ireland. Oh,
yeah, you'll definitely have some updates.
Yeah, I'll post some pictures on the Instagram so y'all can...
Yeah, go follow her, guys, so you can keep up with her.
Yeah, if y'all want to follow me personally, my Instagram is at Erin Waddell, ErinWaddell.
And my Insta, if you guys... Oh my Daisy? God. Daisy just fell off the counter, guys.
Are you okay? Oh, she's embarrassed.
She's like, ignore me. Walk it off.
I have 9 lives for a reason.
My Instagram, guys, if you care to go over and see what I'm up to.
Take a
peek. It's at Miss Luisa Diaz. It's MSLuisadiaz.
Yeah, and make sure to follow us, the podcast, on Instagram as well, at Basically Adulting 247.
Yeah.
All of that information will be in the description, so you can just copy and paste into Instagram.
Yeah.
For your
liking.
No, I was gonna say like for like ease or
Oh, I was like, I don't know. I spaced out.
I know you always fucking space out.
Thanks guys for tuning into this episode.
We look forward to talking to you next time, and I can't wait to tell you about Ireland.
Yes.
All right.
Stay young, y'all.
Have a great night. Bye. I guess we should have cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, let's do I want to say the stay young.
Okay, pause.
Delete that.
I had so much fun listening back to that.
I know. Delete that. All right. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening and giving your input, supporting us. We appreciate everyone this far, and we look forward to hopefully giving you more confident or content in the future.
Yeah.
So, all right, stay young.
Okay. Ready?
All right. So,
stay. Oh my God.
So the all right is the cue to stay on. Stay on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
All right. No, I'm gonna say all right, and you just say stay on. Okay.
This wine is gone.
Luisa's got the giggles.
Okay.
All right. So stay young, y'all. Alright. I'm just gonna just fucking say it. Stop. What are you even laughing at?
I don't even know.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, y'all. Wait. Thanks for listening. I don't want to say y'all and then stay young, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
We will catch you next time.
Yeah.
Stay young, y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.